execution.
A host on the far-right One America News Network appears to have called for the execution of people that he thinks stole the election from Donald Trump. Check this out.
The radical Democrats left fingerprints all over the country, providing a trail of evidence that the 2020 election was not only tampered with, but was actually overthrown. Which raises even more questions about exactly how many people were involved in these efforts to undermine the election. Hundreds? Thousands? Tens of thousands? How many people does it take to carry out a coup against the presidency? And when all the dust settles from the audit in Arizona and the potential audits in Georgia, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Nevada, and Wisconsin, what happens to all these people who were responsible for overthrowing the election? What are the consequences for traitors who meddled with our sacred democratic process and tried to steal power by taking away the voices of the American people? What happens to them? Well, in the past, America had a very good solution for dealing with such traitors: execution.
All right. Fairly ominous there. So that was Pearson Sharp of OAN. And there's really no other way to take this except he wants people that he thinks stole the election, which of course was not stolen, but he wants those people executed. Now, my first thought when I saw this clip is they're still on this. They're still talking. They're still pretending the election was stolen. I mean, how long can they really keep this going? And, you know, unfortunately, I think they're going to try to keep it going for a while because they don't have much to work with right now. But a little more on this from the Daily Beast. After first sharing the clip of Sharp's essay online, the Daily Beast Will Summer noted that adherents of dangerous far-right conspiracy QAnon see this commentary, quote, as proof that the mass executions are right around the corner. Q followers have long waited for prominent Democrats who they believe to be part of a satanic child sex cabal to be executed en masse. Meanwhile, as Sharp contends that other audits will finally provide overwhelming proof of widespread voter fraud, a new report spearheaded by Michigan Republicans comprehensively debunks the array of false election claims made by Trump, his legal team, and other right-wing figures. The report even calls for the state's attorney general to consider investigating those who peddled false information about vote counts in the state, quote, to raise money or publicity for their own ends. So, yeah, that's what this has been all about, to raise money or publicity for their own ends. That's why you have conservatives in the media. Assuming they don't believe it, I'm sure some of them are true believers, but the ones that don't believe it, they're just pushing this narrative because this is what their audience thinks. This is what they want to see. So they're pushing that same shit to continue attention on themselves and to continue making money. But here, I mean, it's clear that, you know, there's obviously not going to be any executions of people who stole an election because an election was never stolen. But there very likely will be people arrested who push this information. Maybe not arrested, but something will happen to people who were charged or who put that idea out there that the election was stolen and continue to put that misinformation out there. You know, I'm not sure what can happen with that. I'm not sure if anything really should. Again, we're talking about free speech here. But at the end of the day, when you have a platform like either it's Fox News, OAN, or you're a famous figure and you're pushing obvious lies about the election, that has real damage on society. And you're seeing it now. There's, whether it's, you know, 30% of people or 20%, whatever the number is, there is a large chunk of people that still believe the election was stolen. No evidence of any of this. They keep putting these, they keep presenting evidence that has been debunked over and over again as the evidence, but there's no actual evidence of any election being stolen. Joe Biden won by 7 million votes, and this is what they can't accept. They can't accept the fact that their dear leader, Donald Trump, lost by over 7 million votes.